Welcome back, besties, to the FanTEAsy podcast, where two besties spill all the delicious tea on the books we read. I'm Callie, and my bestie is obviously Montana. We are so excited for another amazing episode and interview. Montana, who are our guests today?
So we are interviewing our new friends, Dani. She is the event company owner of Starfall Soirees Iowa. And we are also having our friend Sabrina. Her handle is at Nesta's version. We are super, super excited to hear about all the amazing things that they are doing. Please do not forget to like, subscribe, turn on post notifications, follow us on all the socials, and even consider joining our Patreon so you can keep up with all the things that we are doing. Before we jump in, Callie, what era are you in?
Okay, behind the scenes to really just add to the chaos that is this day. We already did an interview today, and now it is 9:30 Central Time at night, and my mood has changed since this morning, and I am in a tortured poets department, just lay on my floor in a ball and cry.
The day you're having, I cannot blame you.
Yep, it's good. What era are you in?
Honestly, mine has changed as well, and I'm like, am I tortured poets? Am I 1989? I don't know. You know what? No, I'm not even going with either one of those. I'm going folklore because I also just want to lay on the floor and cry.
I was actually going to say folklore, and then I was like, but I don't know. Some Black Dog, Alchemy,
Oh, don't do that to me.
Archer. I'm going to go put on some white noise of Taylor Swift and go to bed.
We really hope you guys enjoy this interview. And without further ado, please help us welcome Dani and Sabrina. Well, guys, welcome to our new friends, Dani and Sabrina. Hi, guys. Thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Oh, I am so excited to be here.
Yay!
Me too.
So thank you.
My first podcast.
Oh my gosh. Like, we're honored. Okay. So, before we jump too deep into all the amazing things we want to talk about tonight, we just want to know a little bit more about each one of you guys.
Okay. I don't know why I'm nervous. Hi, my name is Sabrina. Is there anything specific you want to know?
Any fun facts you could tell us? And it could be like work related, it could be personal, whatever you feel compelled to share. You could be like, "Hey, I'm Sabrina," and we'll be like, "Hi, Sabrina," and you'll be like, "I'm a Leo."
Hi, I'm Sabrina, and I actually am a Leo, which she knew. And I don't know. I started cosplaying like at the beginning of this year, and I've been doing musical theater for 20 years. So acting is like totally my wheelhouse. And yeah, I'm just really excited to be here. And I got to meet Montana and Callie at the Night Court Ball, which was so incredible. And I'm really happy to be back hanging with you guys.
Yay, because we love you.
Okay, so I guess it's my turn. I'm Dani. I am the owner of Starfall Soirees Iowa, but I'm actually originally from Anchorage, Alaska, and I just moved here about a year and a half ago, so I'm figuring things out as I go.
So what brought you to Iowa?
Dang.
Like Alaska.
No, the husband.
Understand. That's what brought me to Arizona.
Take us to Alaska. Okay, so we always start our podcast with, it's just like something silly and fun
I
we
want to go back.
Kind of just started when we very first started the podcast. It's really not serious at all, but it's fun to just ask all of our guests now. So if you had to place like your life, your day, your mood currently into a Taylor Swift era, what era are you?
Hey, I am totally not a Swiftie. I like her music. There's no judgment. I like her music a lot, but I genuinely do not know how to answer this question because I don't really listen to Taylor Swift.
Yeah. Yep.
So you
Definitely
guys,
Reputation.
Reputation.
okay. I'll take your word for it.
I would say I was Reputation like 2 months ago, and then I moved into some Midnights, but I'd say I'm kind of just in between Midnights and TTPD. So
Ooh, love.
yeah.
That's a big shift then.
Oh yeah.
Your life.
Yeah.
It's fine. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Our era changes depending on the minute, so it's really no big. I'm sure even like our answers this morning would be different from our answers this evening. So, we're just here. We're vibing. We're like, we like this music, and that's how we're going to classify our emotions now. Healthy coping mechanisms.
Always.
So those, oh gosh, words. So for those of you that do not know, Starfall Soirees Iowa is hosting the Blood and Bone Ball, the very, very, very first from Blood and Ash, Flesh and Fire, JLA approved ball. And we are so over the moon freaking excited. Like, I can't even wait. Now, what are you guys most excited about for the upcoming ball?
I don't even know everything. I was just so excited to finalize the cast and get the announcements going. And honestly, I'm just still in shock that it's JLA approved. Because, like, we're posting in JLanders, and I'm just like, Melissa.
Yeah. I mean, the fact that Jennifer L. Armentrout knows I exist is pretty wild. So there's that. But I think I'm most excited about working with the cast. There is some new faces, people that I've just been meeting for the first time after the cast was all added into a group chat, but there's also some familiar faces that I'm super excited to work with again. And so it's going to be really incredible.
And I mean, we did see the post yesterday. Sabrina, aka Miss Sarah. What?
I can't believe it. So literally, when Dani called me to tell me that she was offering me the role, I was actually sitting in a tattoo parlor getting Friday the 13th tattoos, and the tattoo that I got is Seraphena's moon that she has on her left shoulder. So that was some serendipity, if I've ever seen it, because I was literally sitting in the waiting room of this tattoo parlor waiting to go get a tattoo for my girl Seraphena.
Yeah. Oh, we're here for it.
Meanwhile, I'm over here like, be my Sarah, please.
I feel like I'm being proposed to.
Oh.
Dani, I'm going to say this right now. Sabrina proposed to me like 2 weeks ago. So this is going to be like a why choose moment.
I'm just confused because we're just like,
the more the merrier at this point.
We can alternate.
I know.
Oh.
She's my beautiful Nebraska wifey for the lifey. We're so dumb. It's fine. We like to think that we're funny, but
I'm laughing. I think you're hilarious. So
at least someone likes us.
So just excited to hang out with and I feel like it's a ball that, because it hasn't been done before, there's so much to like pull from, and like nobody, there's just a bunch of opportunity and like a million different things that could be done. And obviously, like, I haven't read the books yet, so I'm excited to dive into those after the new year and then like really just prep myself for this amazing ball that is going to be had. But what can you share for like people that are going to be attending, that maybe are thinking about attending? What can they expect at the ball?
So we have announced already. There's some secrets I'm keeping still, but we have announced already that Lindsay Dills, composer and musician, is going to be performing at the ball for the VIP ticket holders. So they'll get an early access, and then mingle and listen to her play. So that's really, really cool. She said she's going to bring a bunch of stuff to play, but also potentially play one of like the Taylor Ash song, Blood and Ash. So that would be really, that's going to be really cool. Oh man. So we also have Kristen Cast.
Yep.
She's coming. I'm so excited. I'm like, all of her and her mom's House of Knights are down here.
She's going to be technically running the Red Pearl. So she's going to be doing she's going to have author things, but she's also going to be doing witchy things. So that's going to be really cool. I'm just letting her kind of like be creative, and it's kind of going along with her new book release too. So, goodness, what else? Well, obviously, the minute you step inside, it's going to be immersive, like Blood and Ash, and it's not going to be all like glittery and stuff. It's going to be, I think, like what I'm trying to say is Jennifer L. Armentrout stuff seems to be a little bit more like darker, I guess I would say. It's going to be darker, but it's also going to be fun. It's definitely more smutty than most others. So I would say that when people come inside, they're going to definitely experience something that they've never experienced before.
There's also going to be some performances by the cast, which is going to be really cool. There's going to be a skit and potentially a little dance. We'll see. But yeah, it's going to be really fun. And I know like during the VIP hour, the cast is going to be out and interacting and there for photos. So there's always going to be photo opportunities for all of the guests at the ball as well. There's going to be areas set up to do that. So it's going to be really fun.
It's a massive, massive venue. So there's going to be a lot of like bookish vendors. There's going to be so many attending authors. It's going to be quite a lot of fun. And I really want to say everything I have planned, but I don't want to spoil it yet.
In due time. Oh my gosh. I just like you describing it, and just with all the things that we know are to be announced in the future, I'm like, I can't wait. And it's only December. It's fine. But we are just so stoked to be in attendance. But we are super curious, since you did finalize the casting, who is cast as who?
All right. Well, let's dive in.
Well,
Let me just get my...
I am going to say a few of them. Zach Harrison is going to be playing Nyktos, who is my husband. And I literally could not be more excited to work with him. I love him. He's incredible. It's going to be so cool. And then, so I will be playing Seraphena Morel. Zach will be Nyktos. And today we announced that Kay will be performing as Poppy Balfour, which is going to be really cool.
It's just like, I can't wait to tell everyone. And then we also have, as our other leading man, Castile is, I don't know if you guys know, Yanni will be playing Castile. He plays Cassian a lot of the times.
Yes. I know now. Love. What a great choice.
So he's on board for that, and we've got a special announcement video planned for him that Sabrina actually came up with. We're not going to spoil it.
I really hope he actually does it, because if he does,
he will.
Not
He
yet.
will. I think
I need
Callie
to read
and
the books.
Montana are like, we don't know what you guys are talking about.
The issue is you won't even get the reference. Yeah, like you won't even get the reference we're making. So I get, like, it wouldn't even make sense to you why I'm laughing so hard until you read the books.
We'll
table it
anyway.
And then we have Kieran, of course, who's going to be played by Noah. I don't know if I should say his handle or not. Noah with the Throa. He actually reached out and auditioned. He's one of Sabrina's good friends. So he did a really, really great job. And I think this is he told me he does more television stuff. So this is going to be his first like cosplay event.
Yep, he has never done cosplay before, and I'm super excited that I'm dragging him kicking and screaming into this world. There's been a couple of pranks pulled already.
Oh my god!
Today we convinced him that he would have to wear a wolf suit for half of the ball because Kieran is a wolven, which is a wolf shifter. So I was actually crying at work.
And then I told him that he was going to have to change in the middle of the ball.
But when wolven shifters shift back to their human form, they're nude.
You guys are so savage. I'm here for it.
Our cast group chat is really funny, and they're all totally on board with it. What was the other one we tricked them with that you did? And then I got a weird message.
So in the books, there's this thing called the joining. The joining is basically a threesome between Kieran, Poppy, and Castile, but it's joining their souls together as like bonded. And so I texted Noah and I said, "Hey, did Dani tell you about performing the joining?" And this poor man has never read the book. And so he was like, "What is that?" And I was like, "Oh, it's a part of the performance. Just ask Dani."
So I got a text at like 11 p.m. and he's just like, "I'm told to ask you about the joining." Like, what?
And she texts me in all caps, like, "Why?" He's like, "Why the fuck is Noah texting me about the joining?" So I let her in on it, and she goes, "Oh God, I need to handle this tomorrow. I can't do this tonight."
So like, I messed with him the next day. He was like, "What?"
So then he asks in our group chat. He was like, "I was doing some research. What is the joining?" And so the entire cast was like, "Don't tell him." And everyone was like, "Oh, it's a dance." I was like, "It's a tango of sorts." Because we were just screwing with him, like everyone. And like, poor Zach. That's what I said. I was so poor Zach and Yanni also haven't read the books. And so these guys have no idea what's going on. And then there's just a whole group chat of us like screwing with them. And then finally, we spilled. We were like, gotcha.
Oh, we are
The
here
drama.
for
Love it.
the pranks, the jokes, the savage attitude. It's all great.
But wait, there's more cast. We haven't even gotten through the whole
Yeah,
cast
I
yet.
know.
Oh,
Oh my
yeah.
goodness. Getting distracted. So Nectus will be played, I don't know if you guys know, by his username is Fairy Wicked.
Okay.
Angelo. Yes.
Very cool.
Yes. Yes. And then we are also going to have Isbeth. And that is going to be played by Sabrina, you say it.
Stephanie?
Oh, I was going to say her username.
Oh, I think it's Lucid Lectophile.
Lectophile.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's gonna be so great. We love her.
And then we also have Colas. You guys know Taki. So he's going to be Colas.
Stop it right now. Okay, Sabrina and I literally just had this whole talk about Taki like 2 weeks ago. And oh my gosh, I'm very excited to meet them now. This is so cool.
I am very excited too. I get to meet them twice. Hang out.
Me too.
He also plays Lucian for the Iowa Starfall Ball.
Oh, that's right. I totally forgot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so sweet. I know. I'm just like, you're just the cutest person ever, and I want to hug you.
Oh my goodness, we have a large cast.
We do.
So we have Ios, and that's going to be played by Brandy. So Brandy Bookish Fantasy is her username. I'm sure you've seen her.
Yeah.
And then we have Bella, and that's going to be played by the Siren Witch. So have you guys know her?
Yeah.
So I'm super excited for that. She's actually originally from Iowa. So
Very cool.
I get to go home. And then besTEAs is going to be played by Serena, Sailor Valaris.
Mm-hmm.
And then Millie, last but not least, will be played by Erica. Erica and her books.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Ooh, I'm so excited to
What a
meet so many
great
new
lineup.
people.
It's going to be
Super
so
excited.
cool. Everyone's super talented. I know. That's how I felt about it too. I was like, there's a good mix of like people I'm already comfortable with, which is always really nice because obviously Yanni and Taki and I and Kay are on the cast for the Iowa Starfall Ball, so we all already kind of know each other. And I've worked with Zach before with the Night Court Ball, so having people that I'm already comfortable with is really awesome, but then getting to meet so many new faces and get to know so many amazing people through this is just incredible.
I'm just stoked for Taki. Are you kidding me? I'm like, okay, new bestie alert.
So
they
many
don't know
ones.
it yet, but I know it.
Gotta go back.
Okay, Dani, what exciting things can we expect to see from? I have to sneeze. Hold on.
Wait, let me look at my notes.
Sorry.
Bless you.
Okay, I'm gonna just start the question over. Like it hit me. I'm like, oh my gosh. Okay. So, what exciting things can we expect to see from Starfall Soirees Iowa?
Like in this coming year?
In general, whatever you want to share.
Okay, so exciting things to happen. Obviously, the Iowa Starfall Ball will happen in April, so April 26th, 2025. And then, of course, the Blood and Bone Ball in July, so July 26th, 2025. Don't ask me. I did not pick the 26th on purpose for both. I just now realized that. I would say that some other exciting things would be adding people to the team because it is just me. I am neurotic. Well, thank you. So, and then continuing to plan more fantasy events. I want to do some smaller ones here and there. I think that would be really fun, but I think I really like doing the bigger ones. Sabrina told me that I'm not allowed to do one next December. She said I would have to scoop your brain off the floor earlier. But
Listen, I get texts like about the Starfall ball daily. Like, Sabrina, Sabrina, help. I'm like, girl, calm down. I don't know if we can handle a third one this year, baby.
I mean, I could. I just would be pudding.
We need you as a physical being, please and thank you.
Yeah.
Really, really proud of the promo we filmed for it. So that one's really cool, and I'm hoping to do something similar theatrically for the Blood and Bone Ball. So that is also something that would be really, really cool, and that is coming. But I do have a lot of ideas, and I cannot say them yet, but I am doing my best to not do the same thing that that there's obviously there's so many Starfall balls, but I kind of wanted to do that one as the first one because it's one that everyone knows. It kind of gets the whole state community together, and so from here on out I'm trying to do things that are a little bit more like unique. Really want to do a Quicksilver one, but I know.
Do it.
Just carry on, marry me.
Carrie Swift.
Okay, listen, I'm only 7 chapters in, but Sabrina literally looked me dead in the eye and said, "This is your next read." She pretty much threatened my life. So I finally started it. I finished my other books. It is what I am currently reading now. So super excited about that. And Kingfisher as well. Okay. Okay. But yeah, so let me finish the book and then we will circle back and make that one happen.
Yeah, just let me know when I can blow your phone up with lots of reels.
Done deal.
For it.
I'm so ready.
Needed.
I did that to Kay and Sabrina right after they finished it.
I'm ready. I need this in my life. Just saying.
But yeah, those are kind of the things that are planned, coming to fruition, everything like that.
I love. So many exciting things. Okay, Sabrina, you're in the hot seat now. What
Oh boy.
kind of got you into cosplaying? I know you said it's newish, but you've been a theater kid. So what got you into cosplaying?
So I started doing musical theater when I was like 7. And I actually did cosplay before. I cosplayed for a bit. When I was in like middle school and high school, I went to Comic Con because I'm from New York. So I went to New York Comic Con. I did a lot more like anime cosplay back then. And then when I went to college, I decided to kind of put it to rest. I did more like film acting, and like my background is in film, so that's kind of where I focused in college. And then here I am. So I had a baby last October, and was really having a difficult time. Like as the other moms here know, like when you have a kid, you kind of lose yourself a little bit. It's that moment of like, I'm a mother, but who am I outside of being a mother? And so in January, I was invited to go to the House of Flame and Shadow release party at Barnes and Noble with a couple of other like local bookish people that I'd met online. And they were like, "Hey, we're going to be kind of closet cosplaying Bryce and Hunt. You should come as Rune if you want to." so I did. I pulled out a pair of black jeans and I ordered on Amazon for quick delivery a leather jacket, and like happened to already have a couple of like, little like leather pieces and stuff from like my Run Fest outfits. And went as Rune. And then after that, I was like, wow, I really kind of missed this. So I in the beginning of February, I made my current account, Nesta's version. And I started doing some like closet cosplays. And it was really cool. Like I kind of realized that it was something that I could do in my home while the baby was asleep. So I didn't need to leave.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't need to go and do things. It wasn't like musical theater where I would have to be gone 5 days a week for rehearsals. But I was still able to like have fun with it and dress up and make silly videos and kind of bring myself a little bit of that joy and find myself through that postpartum. So, I mean, I was just saying it's become such a normal thing in my household that now my baby is 13 months old and I walk out of my bedroom dressed like this and she doesn't blink an eye. Like it's like, mom's blonde today. Like it's just, it's like totally normal in my household because there were nights, she had some health issues when she was little. And so there were some nights that weren't awesome, but I like put her down to bed and then I'd go get into cosplay thinking like, I have like max an hour to do this. Let's just do it. And then she'd wake up and I'd walk in like fully dressed like Nesta with a mask and the crown and full leather, and be like, shh, it's okay. It's okay. So yeah, it was just, it kind of became a way for me to express myself outside of just being, Sabrina the mom. And that I got to play different characters and draw strength from the characters that I was playing. Because there are a lot of characters that I really relate to. I mean, especially, Seraphena is a mom, and that's a huge theme in these books is her going through her pregnancy. And then it's something that I was able to really like relate to with Feyre going through her pregnancy, especially her pregnancy was extremely difficult and dangerous. And I had a really, really difficult pregnancy. And I actually had read ACOTAR for the first time while I was 8 months pregnant. And I was literally on house arrest because I have a heart condition and wasn't allowed to leave the house in the summer by myself because of my heart condition and being pregnant. So it very quickly, these characters kind of became home for me, a way to kind of work through some of the stuff that I was dealing with as a new mom and just in general. But also, I found an incredible community through it, like people that I never thought that I would get to ever interact with. I mean, I met Kristen and Sam with House of Flame and Revelry at the Renaissance Festival. We were doing a Court of Thorns and Roses meetup at the Renaissance Festival. And, that's how that friendship with them started and how I was able to start doing cast management for them. And then I met you guys at the ball, and I met Dani through auditioning for the Iowa Starfall ball because I happened to see a post. I think it was like someone shared it to their story and I was like, oh, this looks cool, and sent an audition for that. Like, and so it's been a really cool way to like broaden my horizons, meet new people, and find myself outside of just being a new mom.
I love that.
Yep.
A little teary.
We're not going to get emotional over here. It's fine. No big, because I can relate.
Yeah, I mean, me and you have talked about it a lot because for those who may not know, me and Montana live in the same state, so we hang out sometimes. But yeah, so, I feel like it's something that a lot of people can relate to. And so that's also been something that I've been really outspoken about on my account is being a mom and, being someone who, like, I have a full-time job, I am a mom, and I still do this, and I have fun, and it's a amazing way to like express myself.
Well, you're doing an incredible job at all of it. And I mean, we're just so excited that we do get to see you in your full, self as Seraphena. It will be such a surreal experience to like, I'm like, yeah, we know Sabrina, but now we get to know Sabrina Seraphena over
Oh yeah.
here.
Name change.
I'm stoked.
Yeah.
So
I said she
obviously we
should
will
change
see
it.
you at the Blood and Bone Ball, but what other exciting things do you have coming up for yourself?
I'm super excited. I'm going to be cast managing the Hofar Twisted Love Ball. So I'll be there with Zach Harrison and Maddie May Cosplay and all of the Hofar girls. And that's in February 14th. Coming then after that in April, I will be playing more at the Iowa Starfall Ball, which is in Stewart, Iowa, July 26th. After that, I am attending the Enemies to Lovers book convention, which is in Mesa, Arizona. That is May 9th and 10th. So that's going to be really cool. It's a multi-day event, and there is like a night market and a masquerade ball happening, and I'm one of their attending cosplayers. And then, of course, July 26th, 2025, you can see me as Seraphena Morel at the Blood and Bone Ball in Des Moines, Iowa. So there are some other things potentially in the works that I can't speak on yet, but when it comes to fruition, if it comes to fruition, I will let you guys know.
Manifesting.
One of the things we like to do on the podcast, and I literally have no clue how it started. It just happened. But we are constantly manifesting during our interviews. So we are putting it out there. We're manifesting that these are all going to come to fruition, and all the things that Dani is planning, the hush hush things, they will happen. They will be great. And I would say manifest a 2025 meetup for all of us, but I mean, it's already
It's
happening.
already
So
happening.
we're just putting all the good vibes out there.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. So going into 2025, which is so crazy because it's like not very, like 2 weeks away, and then the year is over.
Wild.
I don't know how that happened because 2024, like I blinked and it was over. I think we've just had such an incredible year. I want it to continue forever and ever, but 2025 is going to be good. So what advice do you have for everyone going into the new year to live their best lives?
Do scary things. Do scary things. That has kind of been like my whole thing this year. I never in a million years thought that I would end up where I am now, and it's because I did scary things. Like things that absolutely terrified me, and like the self-doubt crept in, and I was like, I'm not right for this. Why am I even trying? Like, do the scary thing because you never know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would say along the same lines, like be yourself, be kind, and do the things that make you nervous because you never know what's going to happen. And on the line of do scary things, I mean, I wouldn't be here if I didn't make Starfall Soirees Iowa. That's scary to start your own company. Just don't let anyone discourage you. Keep auditioning as well. Like I know a lot of people get discouraged when they don't get the part for something, and it's not a reflection of, your skill or anything. It's really just what fits in the moment, and there's just so many people to choose from. It's so hard. But just keep putting yourself out there. Like just keep having fun and keep loving the stories that, brings us together.
Needed that.
This is just like, I know, literally. We've kind of talked about this in some previous interviews, but after the night court ball, Callie and I have decided that we are both going to actually start putting forth some actual effort into cosplaying. We're very excited to start doing these things. Very
If
nervous.
we don't make Manon and Aylin content yesterday, saying, oh, I cannot wait.
Just let me get my wind cleaver because it's in the process. So, but yes, we will do it. And those are just the things that are extremely encouraging for us to hear. And I know everyone else who might be in like the same position as us, when they get to listen or they get to watch, it's just like that reassurance, like, okay, it doesn't have to be perfect. Anyone can do it. And these people have my back. And I don't know. I think it's really good for us to hear, and it just keeps us going and motivated.
Dude, I literally started, like I said, by pulling pieces I already had out of my closet and making it work. Like, obviously, now I have kind of an arsenal of stuff that I've ordered over time, but I also still do that. I interchange between characters. I mean, my flight leathers for Nesta, or my fighting leathers for Nesta, are the exact same leathers I wear for Moore, just with a different top. Same thing. Like, this top is the same one that I wear for another character too. Like, I reduce, reuse, recycle. You know, you make it work and you use what you have, and doing it is the hardest part.
Mm-hmm.
We're working on it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I promise
definitely
we're working on it.
don't be afraid to just start out. Just have fun. That's really, what it's all about. So,
Absolutely. Well, we are having the time of our lives, but we do only have one more question for you guys. I know, sad that we have to bring this to an end, but on the note of going into 2025, what are some goals that you each have? It could be work related, it could be personal, whatever you want to share. What is something that you want to see come to fruition in 2025?
So, my big goal as a cosplayer this year, I want to attend 6 events. That is like my ultimate goal. I obviously, like I said, I'm already confirmed for 4, whether that's as a character or as a cast manager or whatever. But I am like 6 is like my ultimate goal. I think that would be super cool. And also to like build my community and continue to build my community. That's definitely like a huge thing for me right now.
I would say that my goal is probably going to stay the same as it did a couple months ago when things were pretty dark for me. I went into this with the intention to make friends and really just build a community because I'm in a new place and I just don't know anyone. And all I can say is that for 2025, my goals are just to continue to build long-lasting friendships, and I've already started doing that with a lot of people, and that's really all I can wish for and aim for, is to be able to have all these friends and be a part of this community and just continue doing the things that make us happy.
Yeah.
Those are all
Love
great.
it. Mm-hmm. The community is definitely what really, that's why I think everyone like starts Bookstagram and like wants to be a part of it, is for the community. Like, why else are we here? All the friendships. I mean, obviously books, but like ultimately we want to connect with people over the books we're reading. And I love that. That's a good goal.
I mean, the book community has literally changed our lives this year because we started this podcast in February, and it was, we're still a baby podcast. We're still growing, but we started with obviously everyone starts with nothing, but just to see what has formed in these last, 9, 10 months now is just wild. And it is because of such an amazing community where everyone is extremely supportive and loving. And it doesn't matter who you are, where you come from, what your background is. We like the same things and we're generally all nice people. So we can all be besties and it's great.
Yeah.
Sabrina, Dani, it has been such an honor and literally such a blast to hang out with you guys tonight and just get to chat and learn more about all the exciting things that are coming up in 2025 because it is right around the corner. We are so beyond grateful, excited to be attending the ball with you guys. Everyone, please go check them out. Starfall Soirees Iowa and Nesta's version on Instagram. And definitely go get your tickets, which are coming out soon in January. You have to remind me of the date.
January 4th.
January 4th.
January 4th.
At 10 a.m.
Yes, 10 a.m. Go check it out for the Blood and Bone Ball. You definitely want to be there. It is going to be phenomenal.